today? How everybody doing today? We're at the UFC gym up in Clearwater, Florida on US 19. And this is my man right here, John Greenburg.
Just great being here with you folks, and a happy Merry Christmas to everybody out there. We're going to be talking to you about sports and news. Right now, the biggest news is the exit of Bernard Hopkins, great lightweight champion. At the age of 51, he was going for his exit fight against Joe Smith Jr., but it didn't turn out the way that he had hoped. Bernard was knocked through the ropes and wasn't able to get back into the ring within the allotted 20 seconds, and he lost a bout by a TKO. But you know, Tyrone, this just shows you that as much as the heart is always there, the heart is filled with courage and the heart never wrinkles, the body is just not going to last as long as the heart.
And that's so true, you know, with age, you know. And you know what, Bernard Hopkins picked the opponent that could punch.
Right.
And he didn't pick any type of fighter. So number one, I give him credit, just to say, Bernard, you know, you are a great fighter, okay? Because he picked a guy that could punch, and that was a lot younger than him too.
Absolutely. Bernard was old enough to possibly be his grandfather.
True. Or if not that, not his grandfather, but his father.
Absolutely. Well, definitely his father. But there was a 24-year age difference between the two of them.
Right. So I do give Bernard Hopkins a great uplift on doing such a great job against a younger fighter, and a fighter that can punch also.
That's right.
And what we're doing here, that we do this every Wednesday, me and John Greenburg, my partner here,
right,
is we talk about
partner in crime.
We talk about MMA, and we also talk about the upcoming fighters. Okay. So we talk about two sports, okay?
Absolutely. This is a completely all-access sports venue.
Right. And we talk about that, you know, MMA and boxing. And we talk about, you know, you have a lot of young ladies that are into MMA.
Absolutely. Because Heather Hardy, a female boxer in America, 18-0. She can't get a fight. She's had only 3 fights this year. One in December was canceled. And where is she going to go? Well, now in MMA, look at the difference. You've got Amanda Nunes. She won in July, and she attracted 15,000 people into an arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, with a $10 million gate.
That's an excellent gate.
That's an excellent gate. It's the highest in the history of the state of Nevada. Okay. So now you've got Amanda Nunes is going to face Ronda Rousey, December 30th. This is a huge match for a title. A title is at stake on this.
Okay, but that's in MMA that you're talking about.
That is
now,
MMA,
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. And Ronda Rousey got to realize this here. She has to learn how to do what is boxing. She has no boxing skills at all. That grappling and then grabbing that arm, she'll kill you in that.
Her background is jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, she'll beat you like nothing.
Absolutely. But there's more to the game than jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Because it's MMA.
Right.
And that means that you've got to have the ground game and you've got to have the striking game. And the striking game is boxing.
Right, and if her game is not good at striking, the same thing is going to happen to her again. She gets beat again. She gets frustrated again. So, Rhonda, I hope you listen to this, but this is very, very important. I'm a former champ, okay? All right, and I fought some of the best fighters in the world. In 1992, I became the cruiserweight champ of the world, and I fought all the great fighters in the boxing world, light heavy and cruiserweight. And let me tell you something. That's what you got to learn how to do is box, and then your other game will be so much easier. Because once you grapple and wrestle, once you grab him into that arm that you get him in, that's it. You always win.
That's right. But it's like anything else in life. You've got to master all aspects of something. You can't be an expert on just one little thing. It may carry you for a while, but in the long run, you're going to have to be able to address all facets of it.
And that is so true. And again, our thing is, we talk about boxing and MMA, and we talk about, the kids that are coming into the MMA. There's a lot of kids that are coming into MMA now at a very, very, very young age, and they learn how to fight. Okay, where I remember at one time when I was coming up as a little kid, it was boxing that you came up on, but now it's MMA. I mean, the kids loving MMA.
Right, because of social media. If you look at the number of Twitter followers of MMA and the Twitter followers of Conor McGregor, it dwarfs the Twitter followers for all the different boxing Twitter accounts. So it's no wonder that the young kids are gravitating to MMA. It's accessible, they see it, and they believe in it.
And it's a great sport. And it teaches you how to protect yourself if you needed to do that, if you really needed to do that. And, MMA, you have a lot of young kids coming into it. When I'm here, I'm here as a boxing coach here, but I'm also here as an MMA coach here too, because most of the guys come in here trying to learn how to box. They understand that, and then they go over to the next class and try to learn how to grapple, wrestle, and things like that in the jiu-jitsu. Because you do so much in the MMA, so many things in the MMA.
Well, I think it was expressed best by one of our previous guests, who said that there's so many rules involved with boxing, and we seem to feel freer with the MMA because we are allowed to use our feet, we're allowed to take people down, we're allowed to grapple with them. So this gives us a sense of freedom because we have other choices, we have other options.
Okay, and I guess that's what makes MMA so much fun.
Right,
with boxing.
because it's no holds barred. That's an old expression. No holds barred. It really isn't no holds barred. There are rules to MMA, but compared to boxing, where you're only allowed to use your two fists, it seems much freer.
And with MMA, you can box, wrestle,
Right,
grab,
right.
and kick.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And MMA will be accepted by the Olympics. And I see a time when you're going to see MMA in colleges as part of an athletic program.
But that's what most of those guys do. They go to school to wrestle, get
Right.
scholarships for wrestling.
Right.
So they might as well bring MMA to colleges.
That's the path that they've been following. And I think that in my lifetime anyway, we will see MMA being accepted as a collegiate championship sport, meaning that it's not a club sport where they don't compete for an actual national title that's sanctioned by the NCAA.
Okay. And that'd be good.
It would be.
A
It
good
would be
opportunity too, but those kids, instead of them just going to school for what? Wrestling, they'll go for MMA.
But also, there's the aspect of Title IX, which means women's participation in athletic programs. And MMA seems to be welcoming, more than any other sport, seems to be welcoming the female athlete.
And I think it was a big thing when Ronda Rousey came in. I mean, that was a big thing for MMA. Okay,
Absolutely.
It was really big because that's all you heard. That's all the person name you heard about.
Right. She was selling the pay-per-views, and she's coming back. She's coming back December 30th against Amanda Nunes. So it'll be something to watch for in the weeks to come.
So that should be a good fight. It should be a good fight,
it
right?
Should be, yes, I think it should be a good fight. I don't know if Ronda's striking skills are up to what they should be, but we're going to see what the match turns out to be.
Okay. So that should be a great match.
Right.
And we hope that, we hope to see it. We're
looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to seeing Ronda Rousey come back and see what she can do, and we can go from there.
Absolutely right. And we've got a lot to be grateful for. This is the holiday season. We've got Christmas. We've got New Year's, and we're going to be looking forward to next year.
Okay, champ. Okay. So is that it, champ?
That's it.
All right.
That's
okay.
it, and that's all.
Okay. Well, people, thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoyed it. We gave you a little bit of boxing, a little bit of MMA, and we hope to see you in not next week, the following week after New Year's and Christmas is over. Take it easy, champ.
See you next year.
Bye-bye.
Okay.